Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Loring Arena in the Ham, Framingham, Massachusetts, for some high school hockey. It's your Ashland Clockers hosting the Tri-Valley League rivals, the Norton Lancers. I'm Josh Abrams, joined again by Bob Sabin. And Bob, we've got a couple of teams here kind of struggling this year. What do you think?
Yeah, both teams have had a rough season, especially in league play. Both are under 500, but that should mean for a good game tonight.
Pretty evenly matched?
So far, from what I've seen in warm-ups, both teams look like they're ready to play, and let's see. Hopefully, we get a good one starting out.
Okay. Well, I know the Clockers are coming off a couple of tough losses, and Norton, pretty kind of the same, right? Where did
Norton lost their last game 4-2 to Dover Sherburne Weston, but they did pick up a win early in the week, 4-1 against Bellingham. Ashland, on the other hand, is coming off of 2 straight losses to Norwood 6-3 and Hopkinton 7-2.
Okay, so we'll get underway here momentarily. Loring Arena in Framingham, Massachusetts. While we have this break in action, I do want to give a shout out to the Ashland swimming and diving team. I believe they took home the TVL championship the other day.
Well, that's great. Congratulations to all the swimmers.
Sure.
And divers.
And adding on, of course, to the Super Bowl champions and the football team, right? And even the girls basketball got in on the action last week. They were down at the Garden playing an exhibition game against Pingree, I believe. But a great opportunity for those girls getting to play on the hardwood, on the parquet at the Garden.
Yeah, it's something they'll remember for a long time for sure.
So here we're joking around trying to find a way for the boys hockey team to find their way to the Garden as well, get to play on the professional ice. Okay, so your Norton Lancer starters, number 7, Jeremy Cross, number 10, Joseph Fasolino, number 15, Bill McCarthy, number 23, Mike Whalen, and number 91, Connor Cohen, who, Bob, I understand had a couple of goals in that last game in that 4-1 win.
Couple of changes to the lineup on Ashland's side since the last time we were here.
Mm-hmm. We'll catch that after the anthem. Okay, the national anthem all set, and we're just about ready for opening face-off here at Loring Arena. Your Ashland Clockers wearing the home whites with red and blue trim. They'll be defending the goal to your right. Meanwhile, the Norton Lancers in the black uniforms with purple and white trim will be defending the goal to your left. Bob, just before we went to the break there, you were mentioning something about some lineup changes from previous games?
Yeah, I just happened to notice that they've got a couple of different guys playing defense today. I think last time we were here, we saw some of the freshmen start out for them. So, they've made some adjustments over the last few games, and we'll see how that plays out for them to start this game.
Okay.
I think it's really important for Ashland, to come out to a fast start, to take advantage of the puck down into the offensive end, and really put pressure on Norton to start the game.
Sure, make their shots, get some traffic in front of the net. And my notes here, the starters for Ashland tonight: number 5, Jack Reap; number 6, Nick Fish; number 9, Dom Bocelli; number 19, Nick Sabati. I missed a starter. We have a number 12 out there that's not on my roster, and in goal is sophomore Dante DeVonzo.
Yeah, I missed that as well, so we'll have to get word on who that is.
Check things out at the intermission. So just about ready for the opening face-off. Whalen, number 23, will take it for Norton, and he'll go up against Ashland's own Dom Bocelli. There's the drop of the puck, and we're underway tonight. Ashland and Norton, Tri-Valley League action as Ashland dumps down into the offensive zone. Try to set something up quickly. Listening to Bob's advice in the pregame. It's Nick Fish behind the net momentarily, but puck moves out by Norton as they get it out to center ice. Norton gets it over the blue line, and puck's a little bit loose here. Norton able to control, dump it in on net. I guess that'll count as a shot, Bob. But Ashland recovers, gets it out. Nice pass leading down the left wing over the blue line, and almost rubbed out. Puck makes its way all the way down behind the net. Kicked out in front quickly, but can't capitalize. The Clockers, quick shot on net. Doesn't quite reach as it's blocked before it reaches. Jack Reap with a shot there. Kept in, down the left wing, but then fought and out. So Ashland will recover at their own blue line as both teams make a couple of changes. Ashland back on the offensive. Thought it could be a drop pass, didn't quite work out. Norton recovers, moves it ahead, and dumps into the Ashland defensive zone. DeVonzo handles it there. Puck moves quickly ahead on the right wing. An errant cross-ice pass intercepted by Norton and dumped right back into the Clocker zone.
Yeah, that's something that Ashland seems to be looking for quite a bit coming out of their end, of those kind of wing-to-wing passes.
When they work, they look really good and they sound great on the stick, but more often than not, they're not working. So Norton keeps in here on the left wing, dumps it around behind the net where Ashland recovers. They fling it back across. A poor centering pass that's almost intercepted by Norton. The puck does wind up getting dumped in on net, and DeVonzo freezes it for the stoppage of play.
Well, that is the start that we were looking for. And a lot of pressure in the offensive end, good forechecking. See if they can generate something on this second line now.
Okay, face-off won by Norton. One-timer in on net, rebound loose. Another rebound. Puck kept in. Shot on goal. DeVonzo is equal to the task and steers it off to the left side. Puck clears the zone. And we have an icing call. Yep, there's the icing call, so it'll be brought back down to the Clocker defensive end.
That was a really nice stop by DeVonzo there. That puck took a hop out in front. I'm not sure if it hit a stick, but it deflected up on him, and he had good solid position, hit him right in the chest. Okay, so DeVonzo will go, a sophomore, so far up to the task tonight, stoning Norton. Puck is loose on the left side, kept in by the Lancers, but this time it does get out. Ashland recovers at their own blue line, quickly ahead and over the far blue line. Dumped it on net, deflected but wide and out of play as goalie makes a nice stop there, but deflects it up and out of play. So this should be a Clocker offensive zone faceoff. Yeah, this line has really been aggressive to start the game. They're moving fast. They seem to have the legs on this Norton line here.
These are the starting five for the Clockers. As Norton wins the faceoff, wraps it around, but kept in. Deflection attempt made by number 12 on the Clockers. We're still trying to get a name for that number. And the Norton goalie makes the stop for another offensive zone faceoff on the left dot for the Clockers. Lancers win the faceoff. Puck is loose behind the net. Kept in at the left point. One-timer in on net. Rebound wide. Another rebound goes across the goal mouth, but can't find the way into pay dirt. Norton with the puck behind their own net. Ashland putting on good pressure back there. Up to the right point. One-timer in on net, blocked. Norton recovers and they'll bring it out here. Quickly deflected off by the Clockers. Loose at center ice. Got a winger here, barely keeps it onside. Nice pass, but too far for Nick Fish. He recovers, looking for help, dumps it to the far wing. That's Jack Reap behind the net now.
Ashland doing a great job controlling the puck around the perimeter here.
This has got to start getting tiring for the Lancer 5. Still with the puck, another shot gets saved by Norton, but Clockers definitely controlling the tempo here, Bob. Certainly a far cry from what we saw when they played Hopkinton a few weeks ago.
That they right now appear to be the bigger, faster team.
Okay, so all for naught, some great offensive effort by the Clockers, but Norton equal to the task, and now the puck is loose behind the Clocker net, where it's touched up for an icing call.
Now we have a penalty here.
I stand corrected.
Yeah.
A penalty going to be called on the Clockers as number 9 Don Bocelli steps off for 2 minutes. So the first power play of the night will go to the Norton Lancers, and they'll get an offensive zone faceoff out of this. It's no score here so far at Loring Arena. 11:17 to go in the first quarter. Josh Abrams and Bob Sabin with you on a cold night here in the Ham, Framingham, Massachusetts. Clockers win the faceoff and dump it all the way down. No icing here, of course, on as the Clockers are shorthanded. Norton is going to look to come out with it. Some strong forechecking there by number 3, Matt Milko. But now Norton flying across the blue line, dumped in wide. They're going to look to try and set something up here in the offensive end, but the Clockers are able to clear the zone barely, but they do get it out. Just about a minute and a half to go here on the penalty. 10:45 to go in the period as Norton will take another shot, bringing this up ice. A great defensive forecheck there by Matt Milko, at least slowing them down at their own blue line, but now Norton dumps in, and this is Jack Reardon with the puck. He'll carry it himself and dump it the length of the ice. Good penalty killing here as both teams make some quick changes on the lines. Norton rushing back up ice, trying to get something set up. Intercepted and knocked out of the zone. Mishandled by Norton players, so they'll go even deeper into the Norton end. Matt Milko again on the penalty kill, on the forecheck. Norton seems a little discombobulated so far in the power play, Bob. What do you think?
Yeah, they're not able to get set. They can't get the puck in deep. They do so now, but Ashland's right on top of it. What they need to do is just spread out a little bit, move the puck, and set up their power play.
Yeah, Reap seemed a little bit slow getting to that puck in the corner. I don't know if he's just winded or what the case is there, but Norton has it. They've got it under control, and now they're going to get a good. They had a high percentage shot available to them. They passed it off, and now it's tied up on the far side here along the boards. Back up to the point. Shot on goal goes wide, deflected wide. Before it ever reached the goalie. It's still being knocked around behind the net and just down to the last 5 seconds or so of the penalty, and that should do it as number 9 Don Bocelli about to exit the penalty box. The penalty is over. The teams are back to full strength with just over 9 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And this should be Reap dumping it. He found another one of these cross-wing passes, Bob. We've got an opportunity here.
He had a trailer there.
Yep. Milko decided to take it himself. He got ridden off. The puck went to the corner. Some good forechecking here. Puck goes wide to the left side. Clockers don't have anybody over there. They're going to make a couple of changes here, get some fresh legs out there as the puck goes all the way down and called for a quick icing. So we'll catch our breath here for a moment. 8:45 to go in the first period. No score as your Ashland Clockers hosting the Norton Lancers here at Loring Arena. Okay, so we do have a name finally to go with that number 12. It's Bubba Gazzard. Of course, you remember that name from a terrific Super Bowl football season for the Clockers, now joining the ice hockey team finally. I believe he logged some significant ice time last year, Bob.
He did. I think he played on at least the first line or two last year. Scored some significant goals in the playoff run that they had. So good to see him back in the lineup.
Probably brings a nice boost of energy and some experience to this team, who lost so many seniors last year. So Ashland with another couple of good shots on goal, but nothing to show for it on the board so far as Norton breaks out, dumped wide long side where the Clockers will recover. Norton comes out with it from the corner, though. Good opportunity squelched by the defense.
That was a real good job by Aiden Fish stepping up into the slot there and knocking that puck free.
Okay, and Nick Fish almost found a way to split the defense going across the blue line. Guys are trying to fight for it, but unsuccessful, and the puck squirts out to center ice, where Don Pacelli recovers. Finds an open man on the far wing. Ahead to Gazzard. Loses his skates. The puck was loose momentarily in the goal mouth. No goal. We've got a stoppage of play. I don't know what happened here. If the ref lost sight of the puck, that's what they're supposed to do. If they don't see it, they stop the play.
Yeah, that must have been what happened there. I thought the goal might have come loose, but no, as that puck trickled through, referee must have lost sight of it just as it was cleared out to the corner. So we'll start again to the goalie's left.
Okay, best opportunity of the night so far for the Clockers. And this looks like Derek Sheth taking the face-off for the Clockers. The Lancers win it, and they were able to carry out to center ice. But again, not crisp passing so far by the Lancers. Really not able to sustain much of anything here so far, Bob. It's a good sign for the Clockers, who you have to think they've been knocking on the door a couple of times. Hopefully that bell's going to ring real soon. Clockers are able to clear it out to center ice. Some good forechecking made by Jake Keaveney. And now the puck loosened down into the Ashland end. This is Jack Reap with the puck, who gets it up and out to center ice across the blue line. And that's Jack McGough, the first Clocker down, put some pressure on the puck carrier there. Norton swings it back the opposite way where Jack Reap will meet it and dump it back behind the net. A little too far for McGough.
Great job on the boards, just holding that puck in the offensive end.
Oh, that was a great pass, just a little too hot to handle for Nick Sabati. Reap keeps it in momentarily, and now the puck is dumped the length of the ice, and there's the whistle for another icing call. So far, it really seems like Norton's back on its heels. A surprising number of icing calls on the Lancers so far tonight, Bob.
Yeah, and you'll see that in these games where a team is a little overmatched in terms of the skating ability. We saw it when Ashland faced Hopkinton. A team that's a little slower, if they're not making crisp passes and they can't get themselves out of the zone, that's the best they can do to try to slow things down is just clear it out any way they can and start fresh.
Well, it seems to also be a vote of confidence in their centermen to be consistently winning faceoffs. If you're going to have that many defensive zone faceoffs, Bob. So, puck's moving around in the Ashland defensive end. Little body banging there in the corner, and Clockers are able to clear it to the far side, and they'll carry across the blue line out to center ice. One of the captains, Matt Milko, getting ridden off the puck as Clockers are able to recover at center ice. Wing to wing over the blue line. This is Matt Milko dodging and finally missed that. Couldn't avoid that last check, and it looks like we're going to get a cross check?
No, an interference call on the Norton defenseman, which I'm a little surprised at. Milko tried to make that last move. I thought he made kind of one move too many there, and the defenseman got him, but maybe it was just a little too late, and hence the penalty on Norton.
Right, because you can't hit him once a teammate touches the puck. But I thought it was a clean hit. I didn't see a penalty there, but of course we'll take it. 2-minute minor to the Lancers. Clockers with an offensive zone opportunity. Kept in at the left point. Puck is still kind of bouncing around a little bit. Norton able to clear it. And that'll just drift over the Clocker blue line as Nick Fish picks it up. And we'll look to get things going here as Gazzard skates by to pick it up. Bring it out himself. Skating well at center ice over the blue line, leading the charge. He was able to gain the blue line without any problem. Right on in through the 5-hole and score! That's a goal for the Clockers. Make it 1-0 over the Norton Lancers with 5:32 to go in the first period.
Yep, great individual effort there. He took that puck from
coast
end
to coast.
And had enough speed, just caught Norton on their heels and made a great move in on the goalie.
Scored on the backhand. So yeah, real nice combination of skating, stick handling, and putting the shot in, finding the hole. So 1-0 Ashland here at Loring Arena. And this will be Don Bocelli taking the face-off, as it looks like the original starting 5 back on the ice here for the Clockers. So back on D is Nick Sabati. Passes over to Jack Reap. Another cross-ice pass. I hold my breath every time I see one of those fly off. So Jack Reap tries to carry out of the zone, can't quite make it. Norton with an opportunity here. They had the winger on the right side. They can't quite find him as Devonzo is able to shove it off to the corner and out of trouble for a moment. But Norton now controlling pace here in the Ashland end. And this puck will drift over to the far side, but make it over the blue line. Gazer gets ridden off the puck, and now Norton with a quick turnover in transition. Wide, short side. Puck bounces out to the far side here. And this is Bocelli. Is able to get out to center ice to Gazer. He's got an opening, he's got a break, but he doesn't have numbers. 2-on-4 right now as he looks for an opening.
Ashland making a late change, slow to get over the line. He's got to be out by himself out there.
Yeah, bad angle shot, and Norton goalie able to make the stop, and we get the whistle. So at least the Clockers will get an offensive zone faceoff on the blue circle, the blue dot. Make that the right dot. I know what I'm saying in my head. It doesn't always come out right on the mic. So this will be Brett Irwin, a senior here, taking the face-off for the Clockers. He's flanked by Jake Shapiro and Jack Reardon. No, sorry, wrong number. Make that Matt Milko. A little hard to see the numbers from behind the netting here at center ice.
Yep, you got Jack Reardon. Yeah, Jack Reardon is on left D there. He's joined over there with Aiden Fish on the right point.
Okay, Shapiro able to clear the zone on the second attempt. This goes all the way down behind the goal. The Norton goal, an opportunity. Oh, beautiful play. You could hear Jake Shapiro calling for that, standing on the doorstep. Nobody there to get him out of the way. Pass finds him, and he banks it home.
Yeah, that was a great feed. That all started with offensive forecheck there. Ashland was able to get to the puck first, and I believe that was Matt Milko that came around from behind the net and found his man right on the post.
So beautiful play, well executed, and now the Clockers have a 2-0 lead with just over 4 minutes to go in the first period. So it's Derek Sheff taking the face-off. He's a sophomore, taking the face-off with the Clockers. Norton takes control of it, gets it over the blue line, but quickly shot back out by the Clockers. Norton will have to regroup now all the way back by their blue line. Puck's kind of going back and forth, blue line to blue line. Trickles in on Devonzo, who just wisely covers up. No need to get fancy here, holding that 2-0 lead late in the first period.
Yeah, that was a safe play there. Defense had their backs turned to the play. Better just to take the face off and start anew.
Don't do anything to give Norton any kind of momentum here. So Sheff takes the face off again. The puck is out into the center slot. Deflected off of a Norton player right in on Devonzo, who quickly covers up, forces another stoppage. We'll be right back here to the right dot. Offensive zone faceoff for the Lancers.
Yeah, that was Pat Donahue for the Lancers with a good tip in front, but Devonzo was right there.
So we are getting some personnel changes here for the Clockers. And that was Bocelli taking the face-off of the Clockers. It's loose on the dot. Norton wheels, turns, fires, and it's on net, but Devonzo equal to the task. Should get a high stick here for knocking that puck down by the Lancers. No call. Bocelli right on in, gets a shot off as he falls down, loses his balance, steers off to the right side. Nick Fish gets stood up. Norton loses the puck behind their own net. Clockers have a chance here to capitalize. There's a nice cross-ice pass. One-time shot from the point, deflects and trickles wide to the short side. Clockers still have it in the far corner. Cycling back and forth. Bocelli gets knocked down. Norton has it, and it's a soft pass, but it works. It gets out of the zone. And now it's 2-on-3 for the Lancers. Gets off a nice hard wrister from the center of the slot. Devonzo steers it wide.
Yeah, real quick leg save there. He's able to get that pad out, deflect it to the corner.
Okay, Gazer gets the puck stripped as he tried to come out of the zone with it. Norton still with control here in the defensive end of the Clockers. Puck mines its way down into the far corner. Bocelli there. And now it's Nick Sabati picking up the puck and able to get it up and out. Here's an opportunity for Gazer down the left side. He's skating in, can't get past the Norton defender, and the puck trickles on out into center ice and down to the Ashland blue line where it's corralled by Aiden Fish. I believe that might be his first shift of the night. Puck is loose and dribbles further into the Norton zone, but they're able to, not clear it out. Pacelli has it. He's looking for some help. Had his winger, couldn't get it onto his stick. And into the skates for Matt Milko, who has it behind the net, wheeling and dealing, looking for an opening. Gets ridden off, but the puck winds up back with him momentarily. Still on the far side. That's Brett Irwin pinching in, but now
man behind.
Okay.
Nope, they're not able to find him though. One of the forwards got behind the Ashland D there for a while, but
it's a bad turnover here. But Devonzo saves the defense again, and they're able to clear it on out. As the clock ticks down to about a minute and a half to go here in the first period, Ashland up 2-0 over Norton. Clockers trying to control the puck behind the Norton net. That was Shapiro momentarily with it, and now it's Matt Milko trying to fight for it. Irwin back in the corner. Puck is tied up, but they're able to work it loose, and now able to dump out past the outreach of Jack Reardon and all the way down. This won't be an icing. It doesn't reach the goal line.
They changed by Norton here. You take advantage.
Wow, a couple of bad breaks there. Shapiro seemed to have his head down, didn't recognize the situation, and then fired it right into a Norton defender. So couldn't even get it into the zone. And now Norton turning around quickly through the legs of an Ashland defender and into the zone. Clockers seem to have control of the puck momentarily, but it is loose. Now Norton has control behind the net, trying to come right on out with it. It's blocked by Reap, and back behind the net. Norton sustaining a bit of a drive here, trying to find something going, but they had control of the puck for quite a while there in the Ashland zone before the Clockers finally able to clear the puck out. It's going to go all the way down, and we do have an icing call. That'll come all the way back now to the Clocker defensive end, but there's just 19 seconds to go here in the first period. Clockers up 2-0.
Yeah, this will be a big face-off for Ashland. You're going to want to win this, get out of the period clean. If you're Norton, and hopefully win the face-off and get as many bodies to the front of the net and try to create some traffic down there on Devonzo and see if you can get a screen or tip.
Absolutely, yeah. The Clockers have really dominated play here in the first period, not just on the scoreboard, but just in general, and controlling the puck, controlling the tempo, and so on. We tick down under 8 seconds now to go, and nothing more deflating than feeling like you owned a period only to give up a goal in the last minute of play. So the puck went in on the Norton goalie. He stopped it, but the clock ran out. So that'll do it here for the end of the first period. Your Clockers up 2-0 over Norton. Bob, any final thoughts before we head to the break?
It was a great first period for Ashland. They put a lot of pressure on them. We saw a lot of good forechecking. I'd like to see them kind of do a little bit better, moving the puck around the corners on their cycle. But they look great, and defensively, they did what they had to do to keep guys away from the front of the net. So we'll see how it plays out in the second period.
Sounds great, Bob. So for Bob Sabin, I'm Josh Abrams. We'll see you back here for second period action for Ashland Norton Ice Hockey. And welcome back to Loring Arena for second period action. It's your Ashland Clockers hosting the Norton Lancers. And a good night so far for the Clockers, Bob. They're up 2-0. Yeah, really dominated the first period.
They did. It was a real strong start. As we talked about in the first period, the keys were to come out fast, forecheck aggressively. I think they did those things well, and it'll be great to see if they can continue on that at the start of the second period.
Okay, so switching things up here in the second period, Ashland will be defending the goal to your left, Norton defending the goal to your right. Lancers momentarily win the faceoff, but it's the Clockers who had control. Look, it's a topsy-turvy game, Bob. Norton now finally moves across the Ashland blue line, shot on goal, but equal to the task once again is Dante Devonzo. He's got the shutout going so far tonight, so a quick stoppage here just a few seconds into the second period.
Yeah, I think that's something you'll see a little bit more from the Lancers this period, trying to get more shots to the net and try to follow that up for rebounds. So smart to hold on to that one.
Okay, quick face-off, quick win, quick shot, quick save. Not even sure 3 seconds went off the clock there. We're going to do it again on the left dot. It's like Nick Fish taking the face-off of the Clockers, and they're able to punch it out to center ice. Pacelli, now on the wing, had it for a moment. Skates go out from under him, and now Clockers recover in their own zone. And this is Gazer taking it out over the blue line. He went coast to coast once before for the opening goal tonight. Let's see what he does here. He angles in, gets the shot off, but gets stoned. Clocker's barely unable to keep the puck in the zone. It trickles out to center ice where they'll recover. Jack Reap grabs it, dumps it in.
Yeah, you'd like to see another guy go into the net hard with him there, so that way when that rebound's there,
somebody to pounce on it. Yep.
Exactly.
Norton dumps in for a line change, and Nick Sabati picks it up, takes it out of the zone.
Yeah, he tried to make that aerial pass there, just didn't get enough on it.
So now here's Reap trying to get to the puck on time, but can't quite get there. Clockers are able to recover, clear the puck. It's loose here at center ice, and going to try and reset here a little bit, take control again.
Looks like, I was going to say, it looks like Gazzard might be double shifting here, but they're taking him off now for the change.
Okay. So that's Brett Irwin dashing down the far side, has the puck, tying it up in the corner. Ashland able to pull it back out. Still in the corner. Irwin now with it, looking to get to Shapiro in front of the net. He's closely guarded by 4 Lancers. Shot from the wing goes wide into the corner. Clocker's trying to set something up here. Puck's tied up momentarily. Shapiro digs it out.
I like what they're doing there where they've got one man on the puck and they're getting a second guy in to help. So they're tying up in the corners and looking for someone else to help them out of there to free the puck.
As long as you don't get caught short, and they didn't there. Shapiro with a couple of great opportunities right in front of the net, but not able to find the net, not able to find the back of the net. We get a stoppage, an offensive zone faceoff here for the Clockers, as it looks like the Lancers are going to make wholesale changes. All 5 fresh skaters here. 12:58 to go in the second period. Clockers up 2-0. So Brett Irwin will take the draw here for the Clockers. Back to the point, quick shot on goal, steered wide to the short side. It's Jack Reardon at the point, dumping in again. Shapiro gets a stick on it, but can't get it in. Clockers control momentarily as Matt Milko gets ridden off the puck. Lancers trying to clear it out. Still not able to. It's still loose in the corner. Matt Milko moving around. We got a stoppage of play, and we've got
cross-check.
That one's a cross-check. Yeah, okay, I'll get these signals straight sooner or later.
Yeah, there was one of the Ashland forwards was stationed in front of the net, took a cross-check to the back from the Lancer defenseman. Oh, wait, no, they gave that to Ashland. I'm sorry. I thought that was a penalty on the Lancer defenseman, but just in fighting for space down there in front, looked like I didn't get the number on that. That might be...
it looks like 16. It looks like Shapiro.
Yeah. So gave a little stick to someone in front, and so now Ashland's killing their first penalty of the night.
Okay, so Shapiro off for 2 minutes for cross-checking. Clocker's on the penalty kill now. They're able to quickly clear it all the way down. So 12:20 to go now here in the second period. About 1:45 to go on the penalty. Bubba Gazer with some good forechecking, able to knock it right back down all the way down to the goal line for the Lancers. They're going to try again to set something up. Flying across the red line, dumped in on the far side and around the net. First man in is going to be Nick Sabati. Gets ridden off back behind the net. That's Gazzard trying to force it up the side, up the boards. No good. Lancers have it. Puck is loose and gets knocked over the net behind the net. Ashland able to punch it out. So, and that's Bacelli. Bacelli with the forecheck. Skater gets past Gazzard at center ice, but ridden off nicely. Bacelli back checking. Not able to dump it out, kept in at the point. The Lancers have a shot here if they move it. Save made by Devonzo.
Yeah, once again, no rebound on the play, so he's doing a good job corralling those pucks, not giving second opportunities to Norton.
Yeah, that was the problem that he seemed to be having that first Hopkinen game that we did together, Bob. A lot of opportunities, a lot of loose pucks in front of the net, but he's stopping them here tonight.
Yeah, and you can credit the defense for Ashland as well, as keeping those secondary opportunities away, keeping the forecheckers away from the front of the net. So he's got plenty of time to see it and then and make the initial save.
Okay, more than halfway through the penalty kill now. 50 seconds to go on the penalty. Ashland's still shorthanded. That's Jake Shapiro in the box for cross-checking. One-timer from the point goes wide long side, but Norton covers on the far wing. Dump behind the net. And this will be Matt Milko getting to the puck.
Smart play, taking the hit to move it over to his defenseman, and Reardon's able to clear it out.
Just able to get it out, but now Norton had a delayed offsides that they're going to call it. That puck will come back out to center ice. So just 27 seconds now to go on the penalty. 11:03 to go in the second period. Clockers up 2-0 over Norton. So face-off and right on the dot there, just over the blue line in center ice. Milko taking the face-off for the Clockers, forces it ahead. Puck gets dumped into the Ashland zone, and Reardon's able to clear it out momentarily at least. Dumped right back in and on net. Devonzo steers it to the short side. And this time, puck gets cleared the length of the ice. 10 seconds to go on the penalty, so should be able to kill this one off cleanly. Shapiro getting to his feet, ready to leave the penalty box. 5 seconds now on the penalty. As Norton takes it behind the net, happy to just regroup at this point. It's a dangerous pass that just got over the blue line. That almost turned into a disaster for Norton, but they are able to get around it.
Yeah, Ashland had a guy deep in the zone, so Reardon had to just send it deep. Wasn't able to get it all the way in, but that was the right play there.
Okay, here's a good opportunity. Trailer has it, shot on net, rebound,
and he buries it.
So, goal for Ashland. Looks like number 10, Brett Irwin, is going to get credit for that one.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we talked about with those shots, right? Putting the puck on the net, going hard for the rebound, and that's where Irwin was able to step in and pick that right off the goalie's pads and put it home.
Yeah, I've had 2 players crashing down the left wing. Puck found a Trailer, and Irwin finds the back of the net. So, 3-0 now Ashland with 10:10 to go in the second period. Here, Irwin unsatisfied. Another opportunity. He was able to find Gazzard there momentarily in front of the net, but they couldn't put it in. They're just swarming right now. You can just feel the uptick in energy here, Bob.
Yeah, they really are taking it to this line. They've got a lot of good energy. Norton's have a real hard time getting the puck out of their zone now.
Absolutely, and so Irwin ties it up momentarily on the side. Puck is loose, but shot wide down to the near side here. As Gazzard has it, it almost looks like they're operating on a power play here, Bob, just really dictating the pace and dictating the tempo. Puck is still loose.
Well, something else you see from Norton here is they're really collapsing in front of the net. So when that puck does bounce out, right, there's no one there to collect it and move it out of the zone.
That's an interesting observation. Again, something that we saw the Clockers doing against Hopkinton when they were just so overmatched that night against the Hillers. But right now they're taking it to the Lancers. Lance have to wait for a player to clear the zone, and he does. Delayed offsides get waved off. Irwin trying to get the puck out. The stick gets tied up there on Nick Sabati. Now Norton is skating around, getting a good shot, hard shot on goal there. Puck's loose behind the net. Clockers are able to grab it. No panic, though. Dumped all the way across the ice, and now out of the zone by Gazzard. Up ahead now to Pacelli. Fires not from a great angle. The puck goes wide, short side. Irwin putting some pressure here on the near side. It looks like he's going to skate off and make a line change. He was calling for it. I don't know if he got shaken up a little bit on that last play, Bob, or not. We'll have to keep an eye on that situation. Norton with the puck. Turnover right in front of the net. Norton able to recover, erase the mistake. And this is Mark Milko now with the puck, able to clear the zone momentarily. Milko again with the puck deep in his own end. Now over to Aiden Fish. We're starting to see some of the depth here for the Clockers, seeing some names we weren't really seeing in the first period as we get a salvage of play here on the near side.
Yeah, I was going to say plays really picked up the last couple of minutes. It's first whistle we've seen in a while, but you can tell both teams are really stepping up the skating here.
Absolutely, and now on to take the faceoff is going to be Derek Sheth. He's flanked by number 20, Jake Keaveney, and number 2, Jack McGough.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of these guys tonight, so good for them to get an opportunity. Let's see if they can put some pressure on Norton as well.
Sure. So Norton now momentarily had numbers. When it became 3-on-3, they were satisfied to just dump the puck in. It's getting thrown around behind the net. Ashland trying to get the puck out. Good forechecking here by Norton as it gets forced down behind the Ashland net. Swung back around again, and this time it looks like Jack McGough will be able to make the clear. He is unsuccessful. Norton still forcing it in. And again, we're seeing some of the younger players on the team getting some ice time. A little bit of the inexperience starting to show up here as the puck gets thrown out in the slot. Norton unable to convert. The Clockers come out with it, and Aiden Fish is able to clear the zone. It goes off of Keaveney and out all the way down to the goal line. Looked like the Norton goalie wanted to freeze it there for a moment, but elects to give it off to his defense.
Yeah, I think he saw Ashland making the change there, and he's trying to move it up quick, but it resulted in a turnover, and Ashland's got the puck in deep again.
So a little bit of miscommunication there. Savati looking for Irwin, I believe, on the far side, not able to connect. But here's an opportunity on the backhand as Jake Shapiro whistles one wide, short side, thrown in front. But now back up to the point, one-timer. Shapiro gets upended in the slot, and the goalie is able to make the save.
Good job by Shapiro, though, trying to create that screen in front, being a distraction, and a really good shot from up top from Jack Reap to get that puck towards the net.
And a nice save. I should mention the goalie by name. It's Colin Lyons. Of course, he had a great game the other night and a win for the Lancers.
Good job keeping that puck in again.
He barely kept it in, but he was able to do it. It's tied up now right at the blue line, dumped back in. Clockers clear the zone. It goes in on net. Lyons has it, hands it off to his defense, and now Norton trying to come out, but under heavy pressure from Irwin here. Again, Bob, he got that last goal, and suddenly he's smelling the net. He's ready to score another one. And this looks like Matt Milko trying to make something happen behind the net. Out to the top to the point. Shot on net gets steered wide. Milko again behind the net, looking for some help. He's got it uncontested at the moment, just for a moment. Still fighting for it down there behind the net. That's Shapiro right in front. He throws a quick one out in front. It's stopped, and now Norton's coming out on a break, but they don't have numbers. Shot gets off, whistles high and wide, rebound quickly. Devanzo makes the save.
Yeah, just a little slow getting to the puck there.
And suddenly Norton seems to be swarming a little bit, but the Clockers are able to make a clean break over the blue line and out. Cross ice pass to Shapiro. He'll dump in and step off. Full line change now here by the Clockers as the clock ticks down to about 5.5 minutes to go in the second period. Your Clockers up 3-0 over Norton. Okay, so see Nick Fish, some good pressure here. Kept in by Gazzard. Across the blue line and out to the center ice. Norton with a break here. Trying to dump in, gets off the heel of the stick. Still have kept in by Norton. They're able to dump it into the Ashland zone. Clocker's able to clear it off the glass and out. A lot of center ice action here momentarily as both teams are a little skittish with the puck. But Norton crossed the blue line. Gains a little more ice, a little more space, gets a good shot on goal, but steered wide. Here's a one-timer from the right side. Devanzo, one of the few times tonight, unable to make the stop, and they're getting the rebounds.
Yeah, and we got a delayed penalty there, now called on Ashland. Looks like a hold maybe in front of the net. A lot of traffic down there, and looks like probably Aiden Fish may have grabbed somebody in front of the net there, and Ashland's going back on the kill.
Okay, yeah, Aiden Fish stepping off. I'm keeping an eye on Jack Rooney. He popped a glove off, and I was concerned for a second he might have hurt his hand, but it looks like he's just making an adjustment to his blade. He steps off for a breather, and it looks like Nick Fish is going to step off as well. So the Clockers are going to go on the penalty kill here. Just 4 skaters right now. Gazzard is out there to help with the kill that penalty. Puck gets dumped down by Jack Reap all the way down. It's going to be take some time off the clock as we're down to about 4.5 to go in the second period. Minute 45 to go on the penalty. Norton, poor communication there. Pass goes awry. Clocker's able to capitalize and force it further into the Ashland zone. I'll tell you what, they're Norton's looking a little listless. It looks like we're going to get an offsides called here as Baselli wasn't able to quite clear the zone in time.
Yeah, they just don't know where they want to set up. I think that Ashland's contributing to that a little bit. They've got 2 good, strong skaters in Baselli and Gazzard up there, causing some traffic, some concerns for Norton to get started. But that's what I think Norton's got to do is slow the play down a little bit and then start with a good pass out of the zone and set up in Ashland's end.
Okay, a little surprised the Clockers are going to get another cross-check penalty here, I believe, on the Clockers. I'm a little surprised. I was going to say that they were sticking with their original 4 skaters. It didn't look like they made any kind of a line change. Figure you want to keep fresh legs out there as much as possible on the penalty kill. But this is now Baselli going off for at least the second time tonight.
Yeah, and this is a big opportunity for Norton. They've got a minute 24 here on the 5-on-3, and it looks like Norton might be taking a timeout here to really talk about what they want to do.
Mm-hmm. So this is a golden opportunity for Norton. If they want any chance of staying in this game, they've got to connect here while it's 5-on-3. This is This is a gift from the Clockers. Give them a minute 24 of 5-on-3 action.
Yeah, and what you'll see here, probably from the Clockers on the kill, is they'll set up in a triangle and try to move around. Norton will be keeping the puck to the outside, looking for an open shot, trying to get some rebounds. But like I said, Ashland will do best to leave them to the outside, take away any second opportunities.
So 2 skaters down low, 1 toward the top?
It depends. Teams play this differently. You'll see some teams just rotate. I'm just trying to look at the personnel they have out there now. Looks like they are going to go with.
That's Reap.
Yeah, you've got Reap, Gazzard, and Sabati. So yeah, they're going to go with 2 forwards here. Try to take advantage of some speed, but they'll try to move around as much as possible, rotate around so that nobody's in a fixed position, and just try to take up space.
Keep Gazzard wins the face-off. Kept into the point. It's a good opportunity for Norton. Blocked by Gazzard and off to the side. And again, I'm a little surprised here. These 3 skaters are the ones that started the penalty kill. They've been out there a while, even with the timeout. You would think they'd go with some fresh legs here. Norton moving the puck well, but of course they do have a 2-man advantage right now. Puck is loose in the corner. Norton controls. Gazzard with some good pressure.
Yeah, being very aggressive given the 5-on-3 here.
Must be some scouting, was what I'm going to say, and able to get the puck over a stick and out of the zone. Norton resetting here. He's going right on in. Great stick handling. Hit the post.
Oh, we're going to get another penalty here as well. A slash, possibly.
Was it on the shot? Would that be a penalty shot?
No, I think I'm just looking to see what they're calling here. That might be a slash, but one of the things that I saw on that kill is as Norton came back over the line, the defense for Ashland was sitting way back, and it caused them to be a little flat-footed. So I think the defender there, I'm not sure who got the penalty, but they had to take a whack just to try to slow him down.
I'm thinking the penalty might be on the goalie.
It might be, given that they're putting a player in the box.
Off the bench, yeah. That's PJ Kasani going onto the bench going onto the penalty box. It's a full house over there right now for the Clockers. 42 seconds to go on the first penalty. Minute 17 to go on the second one. And 3:23 to go in the second period. Clockers up 3-0. If you're just joining us, I'm Josh Abrams, joined again by Bob Sabin. We're having a great one here if you're a Clocker fan. 3-0 lead here at Loring Arena in Framingham.
Yeah, a little discussion now as to who's out of the box and when. When that first 42 seconds expires, that player's going to have to wait until there's a whistle before he can come out of the box, because the Clockers are still going to be down 2 men for at least another minute 17.
Well, first man out should be Aiden Fish. Again, 42 seconds to go on his penalty. That'll be followed by Dom Baselli, number 9. Minute 17 to go on his. 5-on-3 still. Advantage for Norton. Clockers able to ice it all the way down. That's a big, big play for the Clockers to maintain this 3-0 lead as the clock ticks down. About 3:10 to go now in the second period. 30 seconds to go on the first penalty to Ashland. Norton on a 5-on-3. Devonzo steers it behind the net. But Norton takes control here on the left side. Looking for help, looking for an opening, looking for a shot, throws one on. Loose rebound. Can't connect. Devonzo has it. Momentarily goes behind the net. Got to scramble. 6 seconds left on that first penalty.
Yeah, don't be aggressive here. Keep them outside.
Nice back checking here, forechecking, whatever you call it for Gazzard. He's got that long reach with the stick. Short side stuff is stopped by Devonzo. First penalty is over, but they don't pick up the skater yet. Short side blocked. Nice save by Devonzo.
Yeah, I think Norton's being a little aggressive here. They're taking shots. Well, they've got some time to move that puck around. They're trying to force some shots and look for rebounds, but they have a little more time to move it and find somebody open on a back door or even on a better rebound.
Reap able to direct the puck to the corner, but unable to come out with it. Gazzard some good forechecking here again. Puck comes out, and that clears it. They got the extra skater, or they got one of their skaters back as the second penalty expired. So now it's 5-on-4, and Norton's still on a power play here, 5-on-4 for the next minute 10. Minute 48 to go here in the second period. Clockers up by 3.
Take your time here.
Sure.
Take your time. If they're not going to challenge you.
And that seemed to be what Baselli was signaling to Nick Fish as he thought about dumping it in, then thought better of it. So 50 seconds to go on the penalty now. Baselli, some nice forechecking here. Norton just, only time they seem to really be able to control things was when they had a 5-on-3, 5-on-4. Doesn't seem to be making much of a difference right now. Baselli has it himself. Able to dump it out and all the way down into the Norton end. Here's an opportunity for Fish, but he gets ridden off the puck.
Yeah, that was going to be a high stick there on Norton, but Fish was able to get in there first and negate the call.
Okay, 20 seconds left on the penalty kill for the Clockers. We're under a minute to go in the second period. Clockers up 3-0. Baselli has the puck, and he's going to skate around with it, try and eat off some more time, and that's going to just about do it for the penalty as the puck gets dumped back behind the Norton net. 2 seconds left on the penalty. 40 seconds to go in the second period. We are now at even strength. So a successful long 5-on-3 penalty kill by the Clockers. They were come out of it unscathed, up 3-0 still. 30 seconds to go in the period. Norton takes control behind their own net, looking for perhaps one more rush up ice. They just dump it weakly out to center ice where Jack Reardon gathers it. Cross ice pass. Back up to Baselli, quickly handed off to Fish. He's got a man in front. If he wants to dump it in, shot on, right on goal. As Colin Lyons is equal to the stop. 3-0. Clockers, 6.8 seconds. Let's try that again. 6.8 seconds left on the clock here in the second period.
Yeah, time for one more shot.
Offensive zone faceoff for the Clockers. Baselli will take it. Back to the point, kept in, dumped on net.
Oh, they got their opportunity there. And it was Milko who almost was able to tip that in.
Okay. So the period ends on a bang for the Clockers as they add to their lead. 3-0 at the end of 2, but the story has to be that about minute and a half penalty kill, 5-on-3, and then of course a 5-on-4 toward the end of the period.
Yeah, that was an important kill for them. Like I said, they did a good job throughout the period. A little undisciplined there to take those penalties, but it didn't hurt them.
Especially back-to-back the way they did.
Yeah, it didn't hurt them that period, but they're going to have to stay out of the box and if they want to hold this lead in the third.
Absolutely. A 3-goal lead feels comfortable. 2-goal lead, not so much.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, we're going to take a quick break here from Loring. Again, your Clockers up 3-0 over Norton. We'll catch you back here for third period action on WACA-TV. And welcome back to third period action here at Loring Arena in the Ham, Framingham, Massachusetts. It's Tri-Valley High School hockey tonight. Your Ashland Clockers with a strong 3-0 lead over the Norton Lancers as we head here into the third period. And Bob Savin, what do you think so far? Good night for the Clockers.
So far, so good. The key here is to not sit on this. Right? Don't change what you're doing. Come out aggressive. Play the game that you've been playing all along, and you should be fine. But if they start sitting back into a defensive shell, Norton can get some chances, and you don't know how that turns around. One goal, the other way.
So keep your foot on the gas. Don't play prevent.
Absolutely.
If I can mix metaphors. So Baselli's going to take the face-off of the Clockers here to open the third period. He's flanked by Gazzard and Fish. On defense, Reap and... what have we got? Reap and Sabati. Thank you, Sabati. So puck goes into the Ashland zone and then cleared quickly back out by the Clockers. Got something going on the right wing. Baselli has it. Dumps in on net.
Ooh, off the post.
Off the glove and the post.
Oh, the crossbar, that is.
Absolutely is. Looks like we have a change in goal here, actually, for the Lancer. It looks like number 1, Sam Grolnick, has come into the game for Colin Lyons. I'm not a little surprised by that move, unless something happened to Lyons in the previous period.
Yeah, we didn't see anything, at the end of the period there. Maybe it's just a case of giving a guy a chance.
Sure. Clockers corral the puck in their own end, dump it out to center ice. Fish flying down the right wing. Down behind the net, he still has it. Puck squirts loose for the Lancers. Back up to the top, kept in by Reap. Dumps in. Clockers moving the puck around well. Now, quick opportunity there for Baselli, but off his stick, over to the far side. Gazzard now behind the net, taken away over to Fish. Fish comes right on out, spins around, a low percentage shot, trickles far side wide, doesn't hit the net.
Yeah, I thought he had some room to get that up to Sabati on the point there, but chose to take the shot himself.
Okay, Norton with a good opportunity on goal. but it goes off to the near side here. And Gazzard with it behind the net. He's logging some serious minutes already here in the third period. He'll bring it out himself, and he is flying down the right side. Not even thinking about a trailer. Makes the move and finds the long side open. That's a goal for Bubba Gazzard, his second of the night. Fourth for the Clockers. They're now up 4-0 here in the third period. 13:33 to go. Bob, tell me about that play.
Yeah, second time end to end. You know, he got his wheels turning. Got outside the defender and just got a great angle coming across, and the defense didn't move with him, the goalie didn't move with him, and he had a wide open net to put that home.
I was really surprised by just how much room he had there on the far side.
And what was really impressive about that was the end of the shift too. So he had been out there for some time, and like I said, was able to get those legs turning even at the end of a shift.
Meanwhile, the Norton goalie, Grolnick, new to the third period here. Second time already here early in the third period that he made a save and then looked behind him. He didn't know where the puck was, Bob.
Oh, he's about to get one again.
He gets beaten short side on a nice rebound putback. Goal by the Clockers. This time is that number 10?
I think that might be number 6, maybe Nick Fish. Oh, no, that is 10. That's Erwin.
So Erwin, that's his second goal of the night. 5th for the Clockers. So bang, bang. 3 goals through the first 2 periods and now 2 in the first 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes of the third period. Clockers up 5-0.
Yeah, we said they had to come out fast, and that's exactly what they've done. Really extended the lead and given themselves plenty of breathing room here.
But a bad turnover here in the defensive zone by the Clockers. It looks like they're going to get away with it as Jack Reardon has the puck behind the net. Puck bounces back out toward Devanzo, but never quite reaches him. Another giveaway to Norton, but they're not able to capitalize. Jake Shapiro had it momentarily, but now here comes Reardon flying at center ice over the blue line. Dumps one in on net, doesn't quite reach there, but he has it behind the net. Puck's going to squirt loose to the point and just hops on a bad piece of ice, I guess, and over Erwin's stick. But he's able to control it, and now up to a teammate. This is Reardon on the left side. Hits the side. You heard it cling off the post, but it was the outside of the post. That wasn't a real high percentage shot.
Got a couple of good rushes there for Reardon, and he gets himself back on defense.
So Milko, wheeling and dealing, gets a backhander off.
Yeah, a lot of individual effort there. Good job on the rebounds, though.
Another shot off the blocker and over the top of the net as Grolnick pounces on it to force the stoppage of play. So far, it's been all Clockers here in the third period, Bob.
Yeah, really surprised. I thought Norton would come out and try something a little different, mount a little bit of offense. But Ashland's really closing the door on him here.
It seems like the only change they've made has been in goal, and it hasn't been a good change for the Lancers so far. 2 quick goals given up by their backup goalie, Grolnick. And now 5-0 Clockers with about 11.5 to go here in the third period. Turnover forced by the Clockers. Shot on goal is saved. Rebound is controlled by the Clockers here on the far side. No trailer to pick that one up, and Norton is able to clear the zone. But this will be Sabati picking it up, dumping it back up along the boards, kept in by Norton. Here's a shot on goal. Loose for momentarily is the rebound. Still loose in front of the net. Don't like to see that puck just laying around there, getting kicked around by the Norton players. But now Ashland has it blocked down by Erwin, I believe. No, make that Derek Sheth. Momentarily had it at center ice, but Norton putting it in on net. Here's an open net. He had the angle, he had the shot, he hit the post.
Yeah, he wound up a little too long on that. Good job. I didn't see who kind of stopped that. It hit the post a little bit, but I think you also had Mark Milko back there and might have gotten a piece of that before it got to the net.
I don't know, that looked like a surefire goal for Norton, and Devanzo's best friend, the right post, made the save for him. So about 10:30 to go now in the third period. Norton making a rush. They got 3 guys over the blue line. Clocker's able to shove it off to the boards there, and then now it's behind the net. This is Aiden Fish trying to make a play here. Correction, make that Mark Milko. Still having a little trouble with some of the numbers here, but the Clockers are able to clear the zone. Not able to make a line change. So we've got some dead legs at this point. It's been a long shift for these players.
Oh, off the top of the stick there by Devanzo. couple of guys reaching there, not stepping up on the body, just reaching with their sticks, and that's what opened up the opportunity for that shot.
Okay, so the Clockers dump in, and they're going to pick up a couple of new skaters here on defense. So this is Aiden Fish now, and Reardon back onto the ice for the Clockers on D. Clockers almost able to shove it down deep into the offensive zone. Got a delayed offsides. The two players clear the zone, and now the Clockers will make the rest of that line change. 9.5 to go here in the third period with the Clockers in a commanding 5-0 lead over the Norton Lancers. Puck bounces out to center ice. Clockers dump in. We have an offsides called as Basili was late getting out of the zone. So
yeah, Reardon tried to rush that one back in the zone. What you'd like to see him do there is take a little step back, use his defensive partner. He had Aiden Fish over on the left side. They could have gotten a good restart that way, but he tried to rush that up ice a little too soon.
Sure. Well, at least with a 5-0 lead, there is some margin for error here tonight. 9:21 to go in the game. Clockers able to control the face-off and push it out to center ice. Gazzard, I thought he might have been called for offsides, but he was able to somehow keep it in. Now the puck does squirt out to center ice. Clockers clear the zone and go right back in. Forechecking here is going to be Nick Fish. Basili is also deep now for the Clockers. Kept in at the point. A nice little pass over there to Gazzard. Gazzard looking for some help. He's screened by Basili. A little bit of a mix-up, overloaded there on the left side. Puck is loose behind the net as Basili loses his skates. Norton looks like they're going to be able to skate out with it, but it's turned over. This is Basili again. Tries a cross-ice pass that gets blocked into the corner. Basili takes a check in the corner. Now I got two Clockers down there trying to dig the puck out. But Norton comes out with it. Fish applying pressure. Norton able to clear the zone. Reap over to Polanzi. I think that might be his first action of the night. He takes a check into the Norton boards, the Norton bench. Now an opportunity on the right wing. Couldn't get the pass over to Gazzard.
Oh, he had him there too.
Yep, that was Fish. He gets ridden off the puck. It's not kept in. And are we going to get a call here, a penalty called on the Lancers? I believe that's the case.
Yeah, we're going to get a slash there on number 11.
That's Tim Saunders is going to take a seat in the penalty box. So a 2-minute minor for the Lancers, something they could ill afford being down 5 and now down a skater 5-4.
Yeah, this is the first we'll see of the Ashland's power play today. Some of their top line guys are just coming off the ice from a shift, so we'll see the second unit here.
So this is Irwin taking the face off of the Clockers. He already has 2 goals tonight. He's flanked by Shapiro, who has a goal, along with Matt Milko. Puck gets thrown all the way down. Nice icing play by Norton. No call, of course, here on the Ashland power play. So Sabati is out as well. And Mark Milko. So the Clockers dump in behind the net. This is Matt Milko with it. Dumps it in front. Couldn't quite make the connection, but it kicks out to the point. Fed further deep into the zone. Milko not getting a lot of pressure. Throws one in front. Can't connect with Mark Milko, with his brother.
Yeah, trying to force that one in front there.
That is not kept in. Delay offsides, no need to call it. Is Norton able to ice it? They're going to make a line change here. And about 7 minutes to go now here in the third period. About a minute to go on the penalty. Clockers on the power play. Some good stick handling by Milko. Can't get the connection. Shot gets a shot on goal, and the rebound put back by number 16, Jake Shapiro. So his second goal of the night. Clockers able to connect on the power play. They're now up 6-0.
Yeah, it wasn't the strongest shot. I think it was Milko that put the initial shot on net, and it wasn't handled well by the Norton goalie, Grolnick, and that rebound just dropped right in front, and that's when Shapiro put it home.
No, to your point, Bob, that was not a strong initial shot. Grolnick really needed to cover that one up, eat it up, and instead he left the rebound, an easy goal, relatively speaking, for Jake Shapiro, his second of the night. Clockers now up 6-0 with 7 minutes to go in the game. So teams are back to full strength, 5-on-5. Clockers connecting on the power play, their first one of the night, to make it 6-0. Norton dumps in behind the net, and Aiden Fish picks it up. Kept in by Norton at the point. This time the Ashland able to clear the zone, but Jack McGough can't avoid the check, and Norton able to control, get it down into the Ashland zone. Aiden Fish again going to try and take it out here on the near boards. not a good pass. You never want to make that centering pass. But Fish able to get away with it, as looks like Jake Keaveney is going to get to the puck first. He's ridden off. Still Aiden Fish on the ice, down around the corner. Clockers are finally able to clear it to center ice. Let's see if they can make a line change. They don't control the puck, so it's going to be hard to do right now, but I feel like this line has been on for quite a while. I think we've got some dead legs here. Keaveney gets it out, and it goes all the way down, crosses the goal line. We do, in fact, have an icing call as Ashland finally makes their line change. So the clock continues to tick down.
I think
third period to reset that one.
No,
I think third period rule.
I think third period rule. Anything greater than 5 or 6 goals, they do run the clock.
Okay, caught me off guard to watch that clock continuing to tick down while after the whistle had blown. But 5.5 to go in the game. 6-0 lead for the Clockers. As Norton applying some pressure here deep in the Clocker end, moving the puck around well at the moment, but they just can't get that high percentage shot as another attempt gets steered wide to the short side. Nice check applied by James Palazzi.
Well, and you see here, too, Norton's got all 3 guys down below the hash marks. So even just from a defensive standpoint, right, if Ashland does pick up the puck, they don't have that 3rd guy high, and that's really where Ashland's been able to take advantage today.
Some good forechecking there momentarily by Jack O'Brien. It looks like it might be his first minutes of the night. Sophomore for the Clockers. But Norton takes control on the far boards, going to try and bring it out here. And able to finally clear the zone. This clock ticks down to about 4:40 to go now. 6-0 lead for the Clockers. Good defense there by the Clockers to force it out. It's over center ice now. They don't have numbers, and O'Brien gets ridden off the puck. Clockers controlling on their own end. Sharp pass goes over to James Palazzi. And again, with a 6-0 lead, we're seeing some guys we don't normally see, Bob.
Yeah, it's good for them to get this experience. Get used to handling the puck out there in traffic, experience that you don't always get in practice.
So here's Jack Reap flying down the right wing. He's got a man open. He gets him. And just shot wide, long side. That was Jack O'Brien with the shot. He had a great opportunity and had an opening there. Just couldn't connect, Bob.
Yeah, I think he got his hips turned a little bit there and wasn't able to put it where he wanted it.
We're going to get a high stick here, something behind the play?
Yeah, just a high stick on Ashland, and the puck will come down into Ashland's zone for the faceoff.
Okay, well, the clock continues to run here in the 3rd period, and the Clockers with a commanding 6-0 lead. Just an impressive game overall, Bob. Every aspect of the game, goaltending, offense, defense, you name it.
Yeah, I've been really impressed. I mean, obviously they've scored 6 goals, but I've been very impressed with how they've handled the puck in their defensive end and how they've just played positionally, keeping bodies away from the front of the net and letting Devanzo see the puck.
Here's another good opportunity. They had a 2-on-1 momentarily as O'Brien tried to find Sheth, but the puck goes out behind the net. Norton tries to clear, and they're able to do it. Puck gets turned back over to the Clockers. Should have been happy to just dump one in. Kept in at the point, and still kept in by the Clockers. Some really good forechecking here. Some really good opportunity, really forcing the point here. You would never know they were up 6 the way they keep forcing the issue here on offense. Not able to connect here as Lancer is slow to get up behind his own net. 2:40 to go now in the period. As Devanzo looked like he got a little surprised by that shot, Bob. He ate it up, but it looked like he caught him off guard a little bit.
Handcuffed a little bit. I think he was leaning a little bit to his right, thought about maybe the pass coming over there, but the winger was able to take a shot and came up high on him, so good stop there by Devanzo.
Okay, so it's going to be a defensive zone faceoff for the Clockers with 2:22 to go and counting. And that looked like Kasani taking the faceoff there for the Clockers. And Ashland able to get it out to center ice. Unable to dump in, and this is a good opportunity here for the Lancers. The shot gets blocked and steered off to the far side. The Lancers recover, try to bring it out into the slot, unable to do so, and they're going to be met in the corner, met on the boards, by the Clockers. Puck behind the net now, thrown out in front wildly. Clockers recover, and they'll bring it out to center ice. Looks like Jaron Arms now into the game, and puck kind of ate him up a little bit, but he's still working it there at center ice. Norton with the puck now as we tick down about a minute and a half to go in the game now. 6-0 Clockers.
Real good job by Mark Milko there, just getting square to that shot and being able to block it with his pads.
Okay, so Norton down the right wing. Puck goes down to Devonzo. He's able to make the save and steer it off into the corner. Norton still controlling the puck. It goes behind the net. Clockers are going to get there first into the corner. Going to swing it around behind the net now, and Jack Reardon's going to pick it up and just dump it. It's going to be an icing call. I think again that line was getting a little leg heavy there.
Yeah, and why not? This point of the game and
running clock.
The clock's running anyway, so we might as well kill it down there. Get a face off and take some more time off the clock here. So that was actually probably the best thing you could do in that situation.
Okay, and this is Sheth taking the face off for the Clockers. Norton controls, momentarily at least. The Clockers are able to force it out to center ice as the clock ticks down toward 30 seconds to go in the game. And this is Jack McGough on the left wing, makes a move. Puck is loose, but Norton able to clear the zone, dumped right back in by the Clockers, who clear, race the delay offsides call. 20 seconds to go. Norton tries to bring it up the left wing, forcing their way in. They've got a man open right in front of the net. He's not able to connect, thrown back in front wildly. Nobody there to connect again, as Keaveney is just happy to just dump it all the way down. Going to get an icing call, and the final seconds tick off. And there's the buzzer. It's a final here at Loring Arena as your Ashland Clockers, the strong 6-0 win over the Norton Lancers.
Yeah, it was an impressive night from the Clockers. In all phases of the game, good to see them play some good offense, strong on defense, and the goalie held in when he had to.
Okay, so Bob, I'm going to put you on the spot again. We did this in the Hopkinen game. Who are your 3 stars of the game for the Clockers?
Well, we had quite a few guys with 2 goals each tonight, but I would say very impressive Brian Gazzard on those 2 rushing end-to-end goals, highlight-style goals. So I'll give him a star. Certainly give the goalie, Devonzo, a star for the shutout. And then I think that we also had Jake Shapiro with 2 goals. So good to see that from someone not on the top line there. Good contributing secondary scoring today.
Well, I wholeheartedly agree with your 3 stars of the game for the Clockers. Just again, a great game for them all the way around. Goaltending, offense, defense. The passing was much crisper than we've seen so far this season. So going to end this one on a high note, and what have we got here? Who do we have up next?
So next for Ashland is Saturday, February 1st, 7:30 p.m., back here at Loring Arena against Medfield.
Okay, so we'll see Ashland Medfield here at Loring on Saturday. Super Bowl, of course, on Sunday. And that'll...
Yeah, and we'll be back. I think our next game is sometime in February, so we'll be back at the end of the season.
Okay, looking forward to it. So for Bob Savin, I'm Josh Abrams saying good night from Loring Arena. Again, Clocker 6, Norton nothing on WACA-TV.